And our trending video today features two NBA MVP candidates, Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks and James Harden of the Houston Rockets. Now, during their game against each other yesterday in downtown Houston, the Greek freak accidentally drills the beard with a bullet pass in the face. And to add insult to injury, the Bucks hit a three-pointer off that broken play. It's interesting that this play happened between two guys who are really putting up crazy numbers and are heavily considered for that for the MVP award. It happens all the time. You get hit in the face. Like, it happens all the time. It could be a teammate, it could be someone else, and you probably never take it personally unless it's someone jumping out of bounds and it hits you square in the face. You know that's not an accident. Okay, let's go back to Harden and Giannis. These are two of the strongest MVP contenders, and at this point of the tournament in the NBA, who is your MVP pick for January? I mean, for so far this season.
I'm gonna go against the grain, but I think Giannis. I definitely think.
Despite this crazy scoring streak of Harden, you're going with Giannis.
I think
Why?
Giannis. One, they got more wins, and two, I feel like he just changed that whole organization in the sense that they're not a very popular team in the NBA. But yet, they're getting ticket sales. I don't know what his jersey sales are, but he's creating this whole hype. All during Harden's scoring rage. So for him to be able to accomplish that in what is only third year in the NBA, man, that's incredible. I haven't seen anybody do it like that. But he's putting up the numbers too.
Do you agree or disagree with your teammate here?
For me, it was Giannis in the beginning until Harden got hot. Once Harden got hot, I think he just took over, for me, the league. Because, first of all, they're in the West. The West is completely hard to get wins. So he took over that little phase where they went 10-1, and that's, right now in the West, that's super tough to do. So for me, it's him with those numbers. Those numbers are like T-Mac and Kobe numbers. So for me, you can't deny that those numbers will get him the MVP as of now.
Now, the way these two guys are playing, it's like they're redefining how basketball is played. Giannis, he's supposed to be 15 years ago he would have been a power forward or a center. Harden, on the other hand, he's now redefining what a traveling call is. Which is it's just a reflection of how great these two players are. When you watch them play, and you're professional players, you are star players, extremely talented. But then when you watch them play on TV, or if you have the opportunity to watch them live, do they still blow you away with the level of talent that they have?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Giannis only has to take 3 dribbles to get down the whole court and then dunk, and that's just to be able to. I don't care who you are, to do that. That's just crazy. And then James Harden, he can shoot it from anywhere, and there's nothing that you can do about it. So it's kind of out of your control in that sense that you just got to hope he misses. Giannis hasn't really developed his outside shot yet, but once he does, then that's just going to make him even more dangerous.
That's just game over. Once Giannis develops a consistent, a decent three-point shot, you don't have to sag off him, and then there's just no way of guarding him. James Harden is the same in the sense that you can guard him, you can double team him, and then he's just going to go break your ankle. I mean, Cliff, you're a defensive specialist, same as you. When you watch James Harden, are you thinking in your head, okay, what is the best way to guard this guy and his footwork is, almost magical?
Yeah. I mean, for him, it's his strength also. His strength is agility. The only way I feel like you can stop him is if you just go and run a double team at him and try and get the ball out of his hands. But, I actually, on the break, I went and saw an NBA game, Brooklyn versus the Lakers. And Brooklyn won that game, but if you watch some of these NBA guys play, it's totally different. The details and how they move and how strong they are and how they can shoot. It's like every NBA player is so talented, and those things, when you go watch games like that, it makes you strive to be better and try and bring more to your game to try and help your team win.
All right, let's do a drill down of what makes these two guys special. Yes, the physical gifts are there. Yes, it's a given that they're two of the best players on the planet. But what have they developed? And this is from a player's point of view. What have these two guys developed through the years that has allowed them to become really strong MVP contender? Let's start with Giannis.
Giannis, I think he's just physically gifted. his arm length, his body size.
But there are other guys in the NBA who have the same wingspan who might even be taller and might even be more athletically gifted.
But that's where his ability to move is, and I think him being in Europe is what helped him develop that, because the players in Europe, they move like that. They're
because he did not like have this traditional mindset.
Correct.
Of how a guy like someone as tall as him plays.
Correct.
What about James Harden? What did he develop, especially in the last 2 or 3 years, that has made him unstoppable?
Well, I'm gonna go off the books and then say like the system that he's in helps him out a lot, because with Dan Antony, he had Steve Nash, and he made Steve Nash MVP candidate. And I think in the Rockets system, he can dominate the ball a lot, and he's so smart that he can make the right passes, he can take his own shots, he can isolate when he wants to. So I think that system works for him to be an MVP candidate, because he's so smart, so gifted that he can make his whole teammate better by having the ball in his hands a lot.
All right, this was fun. Cliff Hodge, Chris Newsome, guys, good luck in the PBA Philippine Cup.
Thank you.
I'm going to enjoy watching you guys outrun everybody in this tournament. Thank you, guys, and good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
This has been The Score. I'm Nico Alili. We'll see you all again on Monday. We leave you now with Vince Velasco's intense training with the UAP Season 81 swimming champions, the Ateneo Fast.
Today we train with the UAP Season 81 champions, the Ateneo Fast. Recently, the Ateneo men's team successfully claimed its 5th straight championship, while the women's team defended their crown in dominant fashion. Meet the coaches that will teach me the freestyle, backstroke, and butterfly. They are team captain Aki Carino, UAP MVPs Chloe Daos, and Jessie Lacuna. Alright, so Chloe, freestyle. What's the first thing I need to know?
Well, freestyle, it has like 2 to 3 parts. Like the first one is obviously the kick. And then the second is your arm movement. And the third one is the breathing.
So let's get to the kick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so for freestyle, it's just, your kick is just basically like that. Going up and down. We're gonna try to do a bit of the arms. So, for here, you're gonna put your one arm up, and then you're gonna put it back.
So you're basically breathing just at the tip of your mouth, basically at the side.
Yeah.
You can only open a little bit. Okay, Aki, so the backstroke, what's the most important thing there?
Well, basically the backstroke is like freestyle when you're just on your back. So the important parts of the backstroke are the kick, the arm movement, and the balance and the rotation of your body. For the backstroke, it's important not to let your legs drop down. So basically you should be parallel to the water.
Okay, Jessie, so I've heard that the butterfly is the hardest stroke. Thankfully, I have a good teacher. So what's the first thing I need to know in the butterfly stroke? What's the first thing you need to know?
Siyempre kailangan natin yung body position natin. Unang ituturo natin is yung body dolphin. It's the basic, which is parang same with the previous stroke. And then after nun, we'll do it one step at a time. So we'll start with the one arm drill, and then saka natin gagawin yung full stroke. I can rate you like 8.5 over 10. It's really not bad at all. All you need to do is to train the legs, especially. So after that, you'll be a good butterfly.
And that wraps up our swimming session for today. Keep it here for more Vince Ventures, only here on The Score. Let's go, Jessie. Swimming tayo.